So this is it, right? This is the final video for Therapy Craft. There is no more after this. Well, there's obviously going to be more videos like this, but for this particular series where I'm playing Minecraft and I'm doing 100 days on Minecraft, but like speaking about random things, random topics, you know, some of them are philosophical, some of them are just straight up mental health based. It varies. It varies sometimes. It just depends on what I'm thinking about that day or the mood I'm in. But for this last video, I honestly just want to simply talk about how I honestly didn't think I would make it this far if I'm being real. And what I mean by that is that nobody understands the amount of like effort I had to put in to like get my mental to a state where I could actually I could actually start doing things, being more active, you know what I'm saying? Trying to better myself or just better my life in general. It's been a slow little startup again, because obviously I have to I had to build up that, I guess you could say, what, confidence and that desire, I guess you could say. Really, honestly, it's really just purpose. I needed a purpose, you know? That purpose now being I like to help people. I do like to entertain, And I also like having deep conversations with people. Maybe not all the time, but I've met a fair share of new people. They're online, but I met a couple people, you know, um pretty chill people. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm genuinely like some days I still all right, I'm going to say this. Let me just jump off a little bit since this is the final video. There are still days where I wake up and I'm like, this is all meaningless that I'm doing, right? Because obviously I am also trying to build a community, right? So there's that. But, I get reminders of like just how people are, or like my mind will get distracted by something like finding a partner, for example. Like that thought alone will hinder me from like actively recording sometimes, or like just you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go on this long tangent about that, about feeling lost. Just know that there are days where I'm just I don't wanna post a video like at all. I don't wanna. I know it's as simple as I know it's as simple as I just get on and I start talking, but no, I actually have to have a topic in mind, and most of my topics aren't just like on my brain 24/7. Sometimes it's from me watching someone else's video and then it gets my brain thinking about something else. And then this is usually how it starts. I'll start like talking out loud to myself, because that's how I like regulate my thoughts. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just save whatever else I got to say for a video. I'm gonna just save it. And then, and yeah, that's how it usually gets made, you know? And not every thought I have can be a 10-minute video. Sometimes it just needs to be 40 seconds or 2 minutes or 4 minutes, or 6 minutes. It be like that. Um, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. I want to for this next part here, I want to really be honest. I'm I'm gonna be honest, all right? I said this to myself. Right now I'm 24. I just turned 24 a few days ago. And I said to myself, or I say this like often, like if I don't get some form of success, there's many listen when I say this, all right? There's many different types of success, okay? There's different forms of it. There's all different types. Okay, I'm not just talking about, yeah, I want to be filthy rich. That's not what I mean when I think about success. Obviously, I would have money on me, right? But not like I ain't talking about I'm you know what? We'll save that for another video. We'll save that for a video, okay? Anyways, I would say to myself that by 30, I'm gonna give myself by 30. Well, depending if I even live that long. You know, things happen in life, you know. So, but I by 30, if I don't have something together from all this stuff that I'm doing, the various different things, then I don't know. I I mean, like, what's the purpose anymore at that point? You know what I mean? Like, I might as well not even be here. At that point. Like, it's just a waste of time. But that's just my thought process, right? Now, obviously, I'm not depressed when I say that. I'm just thinking, like, there's genuinely no point at that point. Like, just there's genuinely no point at that point. Why did I just say it like that? Anyways, yeah, I just that's just my thinking process. I don't really see it a purpose at that point. You know, I don't know if anyone else can understand that or even just relate with it. Because I always had this thought that, to be honest, I really don't care to grow old. I just kind of want to. My job right now, you know, or my purpose, like I said, I want to help people and entertain. I want to. I want this whole thing to come to a point where the thing that I'm giving back to people, or like giving them I'm about to say the same thing twice. Anyways, yeah, giving back to them is like a mentality, all right? Like a mentality. If I can stop stuttering, jeez Louise, I don't have a stutter. I'm just this it happens sometimes when I'm just like freeballing and speaking. But I want to give a mentality that promotes resilience, never giving up, and always willing to, I don't know, just go with the flow and be free. Create, do things, and evolve. Experience. Like I want that mentality to be infectious. You know, I think it would be beneficial for people because it's supposed to be it's a really positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? A very positive mentality. I want people to pick up on it. But yeah. Now, will I succeed in doing that? I have no clue. And that's also another thing that keeps me like wondering day in the day. Honestly, that's one of the things that stresses me out is that thought. Like, will I actually be able to pull any of this off? Because I genuinely do not know. I want to know so bad. I don't know. Wouldn't you want to know if you actually succeeded in doing something? This is honestly like a massive project. Think of it like that. The whole channel is like a massive project. I know I'm not finna only be doing these types of videos forever. I want to get to a point where I can combine everything together into one. From the music side of things to short films, etc. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure though. I'm honestly I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can pull any of that off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend either. I mean, you could be confident, right? You could be confident in anything. But like I said in a previous video, right? Everything's based off of luck. And when I say everything is based off of luck, I don't mean like like doing any type of work is meaningless. Like obviously you have to show up in order to get lucky regardless. So okay, I had to cut myself off there. All right, we're not going to go on a tangent. Anyways, thank you all for joining me on the series. Okay, this video was a little yappy. I'm not going to lie, but not really because, let me shut up. I will see you next time. Probably not playing Minecraft, but yeah. Have a good day tomorrow, right? Goodbye.